Trotter continues this morning, with dozens of search and rescue officers to sift through thousands of pieces of rubbish by hand to find any trace of her remains. Let's bring in criminologist and former Detective Inspector Associate Professor Terry Goldsworthy. Terry, good morning to you. This is a bleak story. This search, how long could it take for officers to find any trace?
Look, this could go on for weeks, Carl. I mean, we've seen that there were 6 truckloads of garbage relating to the day that the woman went missing. In addition to that, we're now almost 2 weeks on, so there's been other garbage obviously being deposited in the 2 sites they've identified. So I think this will be a fairly lengthy search. It'll take a long time, and it'll take a lot of resources to get through there to adequately check to make sure they can try and find this lady's body, or do their best efforts to do so.
It's been done before, obviously. Give us an idea of that manpower and the kind of search that it will require.
Yeah, look, it has been done before. We had a murder on the Gold Coast in 1999 where a Japanese woman dismembered her husband in the unit in their bathtub, then put him in garbage bags, and that went up to the Southport tip. So we had the SES assist there. So I imagine they'll have things like the SES assisting, the police recruits perhaps. They'll have search and rescue personnel there. They'll be doing some kind of grid search, I'd imagine. I don't know whether it'd be suitable for ground penetrating radar given the type of surface, etc. So they may not be able to utilise that kind of technology, but certainly it'll have to be a well-coordinated search, and it's got to be done. I mean, I see the comments from the police are that they're treating it as a homicide, but it may still be death by misadventure.
Yeah, it is odd, and as it is bleak. But how would using this kind of technology help with the case, and how important is it to actually find some remains?
Yeah, look, I think technology has played a role in this investigation already. We've seen some comments from the police talking about the fact that a certain woman was in a bin and the positioning of her in a bin. Now, that would either come from CCTV near where the bins were located, or I suspect CCTV from within the bin truck itself. Many of the bin trucks do have CCTV that records what is emptied out of the bins. So, technology has led them to this event. They'll be able to pinpoint at the tips through recordings, etc., where particular trucks dump their rubbish. And then I think, as I said, it may be limited in terms of using ground penetrating radar or things like that. So it'll come down to just the hard yards being done by personnel on the ground and searching, and hopefully, the remains of the victim can be located.
Such a grisly task, isn't it? An important one, though. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Sarah.